You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. It is that time again, folks. We are gathered here once again to celebrate the destruction of the Marxist NBA of China. That's right. As we know, for the last year, the Marxist NBA of China, led by, down in the bottom left-hand corner, crying-ass Lebron James, LaChina James, that's right, led by LaChina James himself, and my precious Gollum himself, Adam Silver. They have run the NBA into the ground with their social justice bullshit. Well, as a result, we stay on top of the NBA's failures, right? The NBA ratings. The NBA ratings plummeted last year. The NBA Finals, all-time low. And the ratings have continued to be at all-time low levels. This week in key advertising demographics, I can tell you right now, may the force be with you, because the NBA, one of their games, took an L, a big fat L, to an old favorite from the Star Wars original trilogy. So, that makes me happy as a Star Wars fan to see the Marxist NBA of China take an L. Last week, AEW Wrestling was down. This week, it bounced back in a massive, massive way. Okay, so we will get to that. We will absolutely get to that. And we're going to do this in a little bit of a different format this time. We're going to peel back the curtain. Bam! Now you see what it is that I see. That's right, when I do the ratings. This is Tuesday night, May 4th. This is going to be on Turner. That's right, Turner Broadcasting, the supposed Big Three in the NBA. What is that? Fat ass James Harden. That is Kyrie. I only play occasionally when I'm not having a mental breakdown Irving and feel like I need to take time off for social justice messaging. And Kevin Durant. Yeah, Kevin, I've got burner accounts Durant against the Bucks. That's what, right. Giannis may be the only sane individual in the entire NBA, and I'm not so sure about that. Let's make sure we check out all of this. When it comes to viewership, when it comes to advertising, the advertisers care about the key advertising demographic in the 18 to 49 category. That would be the P over there, the big P. That would be a .38, a .38, and the overall viewership was 1,118,000 viewers for what's supposed to be the favorites in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Big Three is supposed to really bring them in, right? The Raptors and LA Clippers. That's right. The big LA team drew 976,000 viewers and a .32. Now, something I want to point out right above the Raptors and Clippers, and I'll just scroll down so you can get a better sense. Raptors Clippers, right above, is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, that drew a .34 and beat the Raptors and Clippers as we're coming down to a NBA playoff run. And in overall viewership, the NBA only won by 1,000 viewers over a movie that came out in 1983. 1983. So, you get my point. MLB continues to stink it up. My favorite team, the Yankees, which I have watched almost none of this year, and I've actually watched none of it since the Georgia incident, the great exodus, social justice exodus by Major League Baseball. They drew a .18 and 740,000 viewers on the Marxist ESPN of China. WWE NXT actually tied MLB at a .18. I can tell you that sucks. And compared to AEW this week, the WWE got ran through. They drew 761,000 overall viewers. They did beat the MLB. However, and by the way, on a side note, both lost to my favorite movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back, with a .22 in the key advertising demographic. As you can see, 20th and 21st, and 12th. Okay? So, there we go. Now, and this all goes off of key advertising demographic, and secondary is going to be overall viewership. Now, we go to Wednesday night, and AEW Dynamite on TNT bounced back in a huge way. It won the cable ratings for Wednesday night with a .42. 1,090,000 viewers. 1,090,000 viewers. And in case you're keeping track, in case you're keeping score, that actually in the key advertising demographic beat both of Tuesday's NBA games. Also, I was looking here. There we go. We got the MLB also on ESPN that night. And it was, I believe, the Dodgers and a team that's got a large national following, the Cubs, drew a .19 in the 18 to 49 demographic and 771,000 viewers. Good God. Good God. That stinks up the house. There's NHL, 423,000 viewers and a .14. That's not great. That's not great, even for the NHL. So, look, pretty clear. AEW has now stepped up into WWE. They've stepped up. They're now dominating the WWE. What am I talking about? Now that they split the nights, they're dominating wrestling. And at this point, they're beating the NBA. Number one show on cable on Wednesday night was AEW Dynamite. And so the two games of the week, the quote-unquote games of the week, and now the NBA is so desperate, they got like 3 different sets of games of the week on the Marxist ESPN of China, on Turner, and on ABC in prime time. Pick a day. It's usually supposed to be Saturday, which are also at all-time lows. The NBA is pathetic. It is supposed to be the 3rd largest sport in the United States, and it's getting its ass handed to it by a wrestling organization that has been around for 2 years. 2 years. By the way, WWE, you're getting your ass handed to you too by a wrestling organization that's been around for 2 years, and I'm just going to be upfront with you. I love AEW wrestling. I do. Entertaining as hell. Got sort of a 3-way cross feel between old WWE Raw Attitude Days, a little sprinkle of ECW. Anybody remember Extreme Championship Wrestling? It doesn't hurt that guys like Chris Jericho are over there. And WCW Nitro, okay? So if you're a fan of those kinds of wrestling days, which I know I am, the only thing we're missing is some DX, The Rock, and Stone Cold. And if you're an ECW fan like I was, Sandman, Sabu, Shane Douglas, and to be honest with you, even Stone Cold before he showed up to the WWE. Tell me what you think. Oh, yes. Tell me what you think. Black and white sports fans, let's transition back. One last look at crying ass LeBron James. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.